Friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to a new video. It's Friday. It's time to bring back my weekly playlist series. So this was a series that I really enjoyed doing last year, and actually did it till about March, and then I took a small break from YouTube. And I really wanted to continue with this series because I really enjoyed it and I had a lot of fun with it. And so if you've never seen this series that I did before, basically it is, I do you guys a little overview of the games that I've been playing during the week, and I share with you guys my thoughts and my opinions on the games. And then I wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts on the games are. If you had played them before, what did you like about them, what did you not like about them? And then I also always like asking you guys for suggestions on games you think I should check out for all kinds of different consoles. I like playing stuff from Atari all the way up to current gen Xbox One games. And so I always enjoy interacting with you guys. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them down below. And I'd also like to hear what games you guys have been playing lately, because it does give me ideas. I love hearing from you guys, and you tell me about a game that was awesome and that I gotta check out. Like, I just played this game and it was awesome, and you gotta check it out and then tell me why. So that's something I really love doing with this series. Now this week, I have, in the past been playing a lot of retro games, but lately, the past month, I've been playing a lot of stuff for my Xbox One because I have been building up my Xbox One collection thanks to GameStop and their great sales and my local game stores. And so this week, I've really just been playing on my Xbox One. All the retro stuff has just been put aside so I can start focusing on 8th gen games right now. And the first one I'm going to share with you here is an awesome action RPG, and it is called Greedfall. And I've only had this for about a month now, but I've already put in like 20 hours and I absolutely am having a blast with it. I took a chance on it. I wasn't sure how the game was going to be. It was $27.99 at GameStop, $30. It just came out last year, and I was very pleased with my purchase, and definitely was worth the $30. Because you don't have to always get every game for $5 or $1 or something for it to be a good game. Sometimes it's worth spending a little bit more money on a game and getting something you're going to get your money's worth. And I know I'm going to get tons of hours of content with this, which I absolutely love it. You play as this main character, Descartes, and you're going to a new island to find a cure for your homeland, which is being taken over by a plague that's like killing everybody. And so you're going to this new land that supposedly has the cure for it, and that you have to go through, and there's different factions and stuff in the story, and depending on what you do for them, you can make them like you or you can make them hate them by depending on what you do. And I know there's multiple endings to this game as well. There's also has followers and companions that you will meet in the game that can then fight with you. Now you can't control them. I didn't find any way you could switch from playing this from the main character to them, but they are very helpful, and you do unlock them through the game, and there's different side quests. And I really love that you can approach different quests in different ways, so you can actually solve them in different ways. Like one, you could go to the bar and talk to the bartender to learn, or you could figure it out on your own by talking to some other guy somewhere else. And so different quest objectives will change based on how you approach the quest. Do you go in through stealthily, do you sneak in and avoid everybody, or do you go in, you hear guns blazing and your sword and you just kick everybody's ass and do it that way. So it's really cool. I'm really having a blast with it. And it was by Spiders, a AA team, and I really think you guys should check out Greedfall. It's on the PS4, Xbox One, and I'm sure it was also released on the PC, but it's really awesome. And it says here, forge a new world's destiny, discover an uncharted island filled with riches and secrets, with combat, diplomacy, and deception. Become part of an evolving world, change its course, and shape your story. And there are giant demons and creatures in this. It does have like musket type guns in the game, as well as magic abilities, and you have these different creatures to fight, which are huge. Like one of the first boss battles in the beginning of the game, and just the prologue part, this dude is absolutely massive. And luckily, I'm used to playing like difficult games, and like that boss fight was actually pretty difficult. Like the enemies you were fighting before that were pretty easy, and then you had to get thrown right into this boss battle, and it was fucking tough. But this is such an amazing game that I think you guys should check. Unfortunately, it did not come with a manual. They did not include one because most 8th gen games don't. But sometimes, the non AAA games sometimes do come with manuals, which I really like, and they usually have artwork and stuff in them. But you guys should definitely check out Greedfall. I absolutely love this. Now this plays similar to like how the Dragon Age games are, where it's open world but not like completely open world. It's not like Skyrim, you can just go anywhere. You know, you can click on a map, but it has like little open worlds within the main world itself, and that's kind of like how Dragon Age is. You know, you would click and go to here, and then the map would load, and there's all places you can go and get quests and stuff, and you can travel through the whole island. I do want to let you know though, warn you, do everything you can in the prologue, because once you leave, you cannot ever go back. I was looking up to see, because I made sure I did all the side quests there and got all the collectibles, everything I was looking for, all the secret chests that were locked and stuff, because you know they have lock picking, just like you do, you have different skills, mage and stuff. So make sure, that is one tip, that you guys do everything in the prologue before you go, because when you can't ever go back again. So make sure you do that. So you can play any way you want. You know, I like to play as a mage, so I picked the mage, and you can also create the character to make him look however you want. You can't change his voice, because you know they have it voice acted, and I can't remember if you can be a female, and I know you can be a male. I don't know if you can switch to a female or not. I don't remember if they had that option, because it's been so long since I started the game, you know, like 20 hours ago. But I really love the character creation on this, because it was done well. And you know, you can change the skin tone and color and everything, and all that stuff, and make him look however you want. And I have a guy on there that looks pretty cool, and I just love the different armors and stuff, and this old like pirate looking theme, and this old world like early explorer type of universe that it is set in. And of course it's mythical, but it's, you know, set in kind of like colonial type of time. Like that's what it kind of reminds me of, like a colonial thing, but with magic and stuff. Very cool. So make sure you guys check out Greedfall, an amazing game. If you guys have played it, let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Next up, this is one that I wanted to get for a while, because I love these kind of games, and this is Warhammer Chaosbane. And this is a game that plays similar to like Diablo and your Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, you know, those top-down isometric action RPG games. I love these. I cannot get enough of them. I beat so many of them, and I'm always looking for new ones. And when I saw this one, you know, I knew I had to get it. Of course, you know, people are like, oh, it's just a Diablo clone, it's not that great. Well, you know, I love Diablo. I want to play more of them. You know, there's only like 3 Diablos out there, and then you got the expansion and stuff. But, you know, I want more. I love these kind of games. And so I was so happy to add this to my collection. And you can play as 4 different characters. So this is not one where you like create your own character and change his hair and the style. You have to play as what the characters they are. But I picked this elf mage guy. But they also have this little warrior, a dwarf guy. There's also like another kind of warrior guy, and then there's also an archer, you know, rogue type of person. And then there's a story to go through about, you know, good and evil. And I'm really enjoying it. And there's also DLC and stuff for this, which I'm actually going to look about getting the season pass for, because I am having a blast with this game. The graphics are done really well, especially now that I have an Xbox One X. I don't even have a 4K TV, but I have noticed that the games run so much better, and they even look better on that 4K Xbox X, even on a regular 1080p TV. It makes the games look better, because it does upscale them, and it does look a lot nicer than my original Xbox One. And I love the visuals in this, and I'm liking the story, because you can also do side quests and stuff in the game. And if you love the Diablo, you love the Baldur's Gate games, you will enjoy this. Pick it up. It's actually pretty cheap now. It's between like $10 and $30, and you can get it also on the PS4 and of course the PC. But a wonderful title I'm having a blast with, and I'm looking forward to beating this. Usually these games are right around like 10 or 12 hours if you do everything. For me, it might be longer. We'll see. I'm not sure how long this game is, and especially if I, you know, buy the DLC, you know, that's going to add extra content to the game. So really happy with this, loving it. And then this next one here is one of my favorite games, and it's one I know my buddy Dean from Escape to Gaming loves, and that is Mad Max. This is an awesome game. I love Mad Max, and this is the Mad Max game I've always wanted, and it is awesome. It's a huge wasteland. You come to this area, and this Scrotus guy on the back, this bad guy, this asshole, steals your car, beats you up, leaves you for dead, takes all your shit, and just leaves you out there to die. And now you have to rebuild. You end up meeting this guy called Chum Bucket, who is a master as a car mechanic and building shit and stuff. And so he joins you in your journey to fuck up this Scrotus and his war boys who are terrorizing all the local people. And you along the way in the story and stuff, you'll meet these local people, and then you help them fight these Scrotus assholes. And the map is absolutely massive. The whole world of this, it basically takes place in an ocean that is dried out. So you're actually in the barren wastelands in the ocean. And I'm pretty sure that it's near California because it looks like the Golden Gate Bridge and talking about stuff. And that's what it looks like. You're like in the shores and stuff, and where the ocean used to be, and it's all gone, and water and stuff. Very awesome. The combat is done really well. It reminds me of like the Arkham games where you have to hit Y when it shows up to counter. And if you do a perfect counter, your meter goes up, and you can eventually unlock a Fury mode where he goes like in a Fury mode and he gets extra strong and he can take out guys and stuff, and it's really cool. And as you do stuff in the game, you can level up Max. I actually have him maxed out now. He's fully upgraded. I got his armor upgraded. I got brass knuckles on him, and you can upgrade everything on him. You can change his hair and appearances, and it's really cool. You can have him with like all raggedy long beard. You can have a shaved beard, a shaved head, have long hair. You can have a headband. You can have bandana on. You can have goggles and stuff on there, like a grease covering his face or a blue face paint, and it's just really cool. And so you rebuild your car, and you can put different bodies on it, and you upgrade it. And I've also got the vehicle all pretty much maxed. There's a few things I need to unlock through the story, and then there's just tons of side quests to do. And then you can actually go through and destroy different symbols. For Scrotus, you can destroy. He has war patrols where there's these guys that drive around, and there's a whole group of them, like 10, sometimes 15 of these guys protecting a giant truck, and they drive around on a track, and you have to go around and destroy them. It's just having a blast with this game. I know my buddy Dean put in like 270 hours into this game. I'd have to check it. I'm not sure how many hours. I'm at probably like 40 or 50 hours, but I am at 60% complete because I'm going for 100% completion on this game, which I absolutely am loving this game. And then also mine came with this Ripper DLC, so you have an extra body, so I have an extra one there. You can also capture the enemy vehicles, and when you're in the enemy vehicles, sometimes you're undetected, so you could actually pull up to their base and they open it thinking it's one of their dudes, and you can sneak in that way. And then you also can use their vehicles and stuff. There's also race challenges, and there's jumps and all kinds of hidden collectibles. You collect scrap loot, and that's what you use to upgrade and to build stuff. It's very important to get that. When you destroy vehicles, you can get it. You can find it in the world. You also have little collectibles of like postcards and pictures, and then Max sometimes gives you his thoughts on it. Like there's a picture of a little girl eating or something, and he'll say something like, "Man, it was great when you could eat watermelon anytime you wanted. Now that's a scarcity. You'll never see that again." And it's a really cool dark story, and I'm absolutely love this game. And one of the really cool things is sometimes there's a big giant sandstorms that show with lightning everywhere, and you can risk driving out in it, which I do, because there's high value loot boxes bouncing around, and you can use you have a little spear gun, and you can shoot to attach, and you can grab them and smash them. The only problem is you gotta watch out because there's debris flying, boxes, metal things flying, there's lightning, and you can actually get injured when you go out there. But there's stuff to unlock, all that extra loot is out there, which you get like 100, 200 scrap at a time. And that's where the real lucrative stuff is when that storms are happening. So I love being out. It's absolutely chaos. Sometimes the wind is flying around, and you can collect them and then hold on to it, but it's best to try to destroy them while you're in the storm, so you can keep getting more and more, because the storms only last so long. And then if you see them on the map, they'll stay on the map, but if you're not in the area where they're at, they will disappear. So it's really cool and really fun. I definitely think you guys should check out Mad Max, especially if you're a fan. This is an amazing game. It was on the PS4, also on the Xbox One, and it absolutely looks amazing. It looks beautiful. This was out before they had the Xbox One X, so for the the HDR and the upscaling and stuff. So I don't know if they ever fixed that in a patch, because I did know they had to patch this several times because there was issues with it. I have not run into any issues. I did create multiple save points for this game though. There's different like save slots you can choose, and I did all of them just so I didn't have to run the problem, because I know my buddy Dean got to a game-breaking bug and he lost all his progress, or the map disappeared and he had to do it all over again, and I don't want to do that, so I was really careful with this, but I love this game. So we'll do our quick recap like I do every week. We talked about Greedfall, a wonderful action RPG that I think you guys should take a look at. If you love games like Dragon Age games, you'll love this one. Done very well, and it's usually right around $30. We talked about Warhammer Chaosbane. This plays like a Diablo game, so if you love those top-down action RPGs, definitely give this one a try. It's really awesome, and they do have DLC for it. And then we talked about Mad Max. So this is just an awesome, badass man's game, and I loved it. There's a lot of content in this game. This will keep you busy for hours, at least 50 or 100 hours if you do everything in it. There's just so much stuff to do. It's really cool. The characters are interesting. I love the voice acting, the music, the atmosphere. Everything about this is just gritty, real, raw in your face, and it is just an amazing game you guys should check out. So let me know your guys' thoughts on those 3 games if you had played them before. I'd also love any suggestions on games you guys think I should check out, and if you let me know what games you guys have been playing. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have an amazing day on Sleepy. We'll see you guys next time.